Hello, my people. Been a while. It's been a while. I've been so busy. But I said before it gets into the heat wave again, let me, secret sister, come and just, you know, feeling a bit low. You understand? Nothing too serious, but serious enough when you've lost a friend. I heard that my friend passed away. So here at All Purpose, we're giving condolences to my friend Marlene who I used to live next door to. Very special person to me. She's got three children. And, people, I like to talk about family dynamics, not always the perfect families, do the right thing. But at the same time, I feel, she was special to me. You understand? I mean, her kids might not say so. I even hear one is not even coming to the funeral. But there's time to change their mind, what I mean? But one of them is actually going to try and do the 9 night. Rest in peace, my friend Marlene. Big Battersea. She's from Battersea. Big Battersea veteran, you know. And Marlene is a soldier, one of them women that is, boy, she's gone through the trenches. She's got stories to tell in heaven that you're going to sit down for days. She'll have her little Bob Marley and she'll have her little drink. But, that lady's got a heart and she shared it with whoever wanted to sit down with her and at least don't judge. And, that's what a lot of people need to do. Even my mother needs to judge her. We used to live next door. My mum thought she was better than her. And look, do you know, people, no matter how you live in, how good things are, you go in people's house and you see all these nice things, but the people inside the house, they're rotten. You understand? And then you see someone with less and they got a heart of gold. So, sometimes you can't have it all. But that lady was a good friend to me and condolences on the All Purpose podcast today. And I hope you guys are enjoying the weather. I'm enjoying it to a certain extent because even going in the gym, Liberty, personally, I think they should drop the price for a hot minute because believe it or not, there's no air conditioning. So, it's one of them in and out. But if you go gym early like me, sometimes you get a little morning breeze before you burn up like toast, you know. But yes, people, today is a relaxing day for me. And yeah, I just want to briefly talk about some of the conversations I've been having with a lot of ladies. Oh, women, what are we going to do with ourselves? Seriously, and TikTok, you find a lot of people, and Secret Sister seems to draw in a lot of people. So you talk to people at first, you'll think, yeah, they're just all about the chat-ins and all about the jokes and whatever. And then people will get a flavor of Secret Sister because I've got vibe, people. I've got vibe. When I'm on TikTok, I've got a vibe. So I will go around to all different platforms. I even go to platforms where they don't even talk English. And you know why? When you go over there and you give them gifts and you just sit down there, you don't even have to say anything. And believe it or not, if they're arguing, you would never know. So it's sometimes peaceful. Then if you go over to the Yardies, they're at it. You go over to the English, they're at war. And then you go over to somewhere like Dubai, China, even Africa, where they can't speak no English. And the people them, if they might argue, I wouldn't know. But they do know, thank you, please, morning. Just little bits that you can see. So if I ever went live, they will show gratitude and come back over. So sometimes people don't always follow the crowd, which I don't do. You understand what I'm saying? I like to taste everything, so you get a wider range of conversation, appreciation. But like I say, when it comes to women, yeah, that's my subject right now, quick, because I don't even want to dilly on this because a lot of us ladies, including myself, but I've got to the motto that, I always remember my mistakes and I just feel like I would never repeat them. Because when it comes to us women, when we get in problem with man, or just problems in general, it takes a little while to recover. And I don't like recovery stage. You understand? I like stay stable. You know what I mean? Like go on my bed, relax, me look. You understand? So really and truly, you know, some of the things that certain women, I'm talking to a lady right now, and she is in a really bad, when I'm saying bad state, it can be worse, but at the same time, when you've got four children and four children, like they don't like her. And I find her cool, but I don't know her. You understand what I'm saying? So, in getting to know her, she has, spoke to me, and she would let me know she is stressed out. When she turns on the camera, you can see, she drops off her little boy, she comes on, and sometimes when you're vulnerable, you draw the wrong crowd, or people see your vulnerability and want to take advantage of it. So, talking, well, for me, hence why I've got my podcast where I can come and vent, because talking and letting it out, and sometimes just airing it out, sometimes it's even better people that you don't know. Because even if they judge you, there's no impact on you. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know that. There's no feelings there. So talking about it, I would, for your mental health. I mean, like I said, this lady, she's got four children, and you understand what I'm saying? Chaos. When your children are going to jail, when your children are trying to unalive you, could you imagine being frightened of your own child? You understand? But at the same time, I've heard two sides of the point. So basically, I've spoken to her, and I did ask her, is it possible to speak to a member of her family? And people, she allowed that. She got her sister on a three-way call, and me and her sister, and her was talking, and her sister is like, it's like night and day. Her sister is a nurse. Her sister's got one child. Her sister kind of did weigh up what the woman was telling me. Children don't like their mother. And you say, wow, you got four different baby father. You understand? You expect one. So I'm saying to her, can't you go to any of their dads? Do you know what I mean? And she said the one that she could go to, he's got mental health. When I could have just, oh Lord. So it looks like, she's got a youngest, and the youngest I think is 10. He's got autism, very bad autism. So she was telling me some little scenarios of her son. She was working, her mum had her son, and then her mum after a little while didn't want him. But, you know, I don't know the mum. I don't even really know the scenario. I'm only getting from one half of the story. But if you've got a child, yeah, and it's special needs and it's got some form of disorder, you as the parent, you've got high tolerance for your. But I wouldn't expect anybody else to have that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? On a regular basis. And that's what I'm trying to say to her. Not because it's your mum. There's no law written down that grandparents have to do anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you are lying down, you have three on the lighters. Oh, you make four. I said, you're careless. And then there was another scenario she told me that, one of her, well, her daughter, put glass in her bed. Could you imagine going to your bed, pulling back the sheet, and it's full of glass because you asked your picnic for rent? Big girl, you're buying big jacket for £700, but you don't want to give your mum rent. You don't want to do nothing. Anyway, then she's got a son who, you know, he's very, very, hands on. Putting her hands, and her she's very small, so she's frightened of her picnic. Then put it that way. Police is involved, jail is involved. So I'm saying to her, this little young one that has autism, he is just picking up all of these bad habits in the house. It's not a happy home. So that's why I even said to her, "What are you bringing man in there? What are you bringing a man in this scenario?" There's no Michael could be so cool. I weren't cool in my yard with my kids. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's number one. Number two, if my picnic them say, oh, they don't like him, that done that, sir. And even if I done that, sir, I come, yeah. You understand? My kids love Michael. It's got to a point that my kids love Michael so much. Sometimes I think, did I pick up the wrong kids from the hospital? I need to get Father's Day present. Yeah, me. I need to get Father's Day present and Mother's Day present. Now I know there seems to be a pile of things I pile up for this young person, and it's not me. But you see, when someone, me and Michael, I'm like fire, Michael's like water. So there's a calmness, and when you've grown with certain kids, they become. to respect you. So for me, I couldn't be in no argument and me and my kids don't agree. So I mean, I even said to her, if one a next scenario, she said that the kids were young and she wanted to go on holiday, just like that. She just wanted to go on holiday to visit her brother. So I said to her, was the brother sick? Was there a funeral? Emergency? No, no, just want to go on holiday. So when I just had to go a little bit further, you just wanted to go. Why? You needed a break. Listen, women, if you know, say your head chip at the last hurdle, not have none at all. Not have none because this woman here, not one time, and there's a million more scenarios that she put to me, but she's never once said, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe when they were little, I should have paid more attention. Maybe I should have stopped at number two. No, you got down to right number 40. You got 10-year-old now. Your head's so all over the place that you can't even think of just having a good time because you're on. You don't have a break. Even if you're sleeping, your brain's working 50 miles an hour. And I think when you get to like 50 and change, things should be just cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're not cool, women ask for too much sometimes, me personally, especially these older folks. I speak to a lot of these Jamaican women, and all they want from yard man is money. If they ain't got money, well, the front ain't giving up for sure. Yeah, and right now Jamaica ain't saying that, and so not even foreign men from Europe, London, anywhere is picking them up because no one ain't got the dosh, mate, the wonga. No one ain't got them sort of money to look after these ladies in Jamaica, plus their kids. There's no accommodation in London where it says, "All right, then if you bring up 10 of them, we have space." We haven't got nothing, nothing. So that's why I even tell them, stop beg. Don't ask me anyway. Yeah, you're not even getting. I just you're lucky because it's just got to a point now that you've got the internet. You understand? You've got so much access to so much things. Nobody doesn't want to kind of correspond face to face. No matter what you're doing, I saw a guy even on a scooter. You've got your pods on, your phone is in front of you, one hand, and you're doing scooter. That just cut my eye. Go long way, may I go? Yeah? And it's, oh, when it comes to the, like I said, women, I can only dwell on, listen, we can all pick up man, you understand? And this is what I've learned anyway, when not about any other woman. I've learned that you could have a really good guy, but they're just not capable of certain things. So if you're willing to have the guy that you like or love, but stop pressuring them to do things that you would like them to do, or if they could change. Because you know what? Some people, even us women, are not capable. Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? Like when you're teaching someone ABC and they're still not getting it. So you think, you know what? Maybe you're not capable. Maybe we have to try something new, switch it up. Women, they're not very open to certain things. Everything they close their eye to, they're ready to say no. They don't even want to have a debate or conversation. So when things start go upside down, they can't delegate things in the head. Me, I delegate. It's like tidying up. I do one room at a time. I make a shopping list. Maybe I never used to do those things before. But see the mistakes, like I said, I was making. Yeah, sure, I'm not doing them again because like I said, the recovery for women to to, to make herself look good, feel good. Listen, all my feel good, look good, eat good is for me. Yeah, and if I'm blessed on top of that, by God, all right. You understand what I'm saying to you? But women haven't got the battery in their back. They're waiting for some geezer to come and do it. But then when you sit down with this good man that you claim that you need, you understand what I'm saying, or want, what are you going to tell them, man? You've been sitting down with your clumsy self and you look a mess. You look a mess. So it's for women to say, you know what? Don't be down this show with you. I'm going to take off the show with you. I'm going to buy a fresh wig, wash my hair, put on some nice clothes, casual. Remember, dress up, not go on again. So everybody can be casual but look cute. I can't be watching all these housewives with myself. That don't make no sense. You understand? So for me, like I said, I mean, me, I'm not really this whole lovey-dovey. sort of person. But if I respect you, that is bigger than love. Trust me. I have to respect you because all this love, people would just say love willy nilly and oh babe, I love you. When y'all do the doogie doogie, oh babe, love under your mama. You understand? The only way I'm not gonna put some fire under your ass, yeah, as a man, is because I respect you. You understand what I'm saying? And there's levels of certain respect. Doesn't mean you can't speak your mind. Doesn't mean you can't have an opinion. Because I'm ready to dump. I'm ready. I'm the first one. But Michael's not like that. He delegate. But the other thing, he is like, I will call him a push. Enough times I don't want to do something, and I end up doing it just out of nowhere. Like, how did that happen? And I'm restraining myself, but take off sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? But then at the same time, there's nothing that I can't ask him. There's nothing that I can't talk about with him. You understand what I'm saying? Let me go find someone new. Listen, I tell you people, being single is great. You understand what I'm saying? You just gotta have a vibe about you. You understand? Like your own company, do things that you like. When you meet a man and he says, oh, what you like? If you don't remember, if you've been single for a long time, start writing them down. Start putting all the things that you like and don't like in your phone. So when that person comes along and you're having a conversation, at least you've got all these things like, don't like, what you want in a man. Don't over like a man. Things. Because when it's to deliver on the opposite side, problems. Yeah, so me not really over. Yeah, me not over nothing. As long as whatever I can do, yeah, I can deliver to me. So the little minute things that I might ask for, I will get them. You understand what I'm saying to you? I will get them because all of this wanting and wishing, for what? You can see even the world is stiff. Nothing now going outside. If I turn on TikTok, all it is information or people chatting crap. Nothing ain't like, oh my God, there's nothing that I've seen. I think, oh, I missed that. I don't even miss my own family, mate. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? When we see them, I think, oh no, they don't look right. They need to scrub up. Everybody I pretend, oh, I'm so happy. Really? Yeah, we feel happy, but when I announce it, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm cool. And I think that's what women need to do. Just relax a little bit and delegate the day, delegate with your kids. Yeah? Because this young lady that I talked to, I love her really dearly. She's a lovely woman. But I told her she could sit down with my mother and I could sit down with her kids. Some of the things that she done, you understand what I'm saying? Selfish. Only difference between her and my mother is that she have four and my mother have two. But in the world of the feeling of how the kids feel, I find it very bizarre that four children from four different baby father can dislike one woman. And there's no reasoning between the four of them because they're ranging from 10, 27, 30, and the other one is in between. People, like I said today, I've opened this up with a condolence to my friend Marlene from Battersea. Anyone that went to the Beaufoy pub, that's gone now, but it was back in the day with David Rodigan on a Thursday, it was popping. Yeah. So big up Marlene and the betting shop. But yes, any details of the nine night, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get it on a WhatsApp. So that's gonna be this is from Secret Sister podcast all purpose and enjoy the sun. Take it easy. Yeah. If you're not having a good day, you can have the allowance of locking off yourself. Yeah. Because sometimes you're in a bad mood and you put your bad mood. You know, when they say misery love company, don't be the misery and don't look company. Yeah. Stay by yourself, put on a movie, go work, come home, cook your dinner and chill out. Yeah. And ladies, don't feel no way being single. It is not, I liked it. I liked it because I'm a vibe. You understand what I'm saying? Anyone that got me get Joe. Anyone that got I'm not going out unless I know that I'm gonna have fun. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, yeah, just keep on the bright side of life. Don't go to that dark side. Anyway, the sun will shine. So where they go get bun up from tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying to you? So keep it easy and I've enjoyed. And please, people, I'm appreciating. Yes, I am. I am looking at the likes, the subscribes, and press the notification button so that you know when I've made a new video. And we are going to definitely catch up very soon. And I've enjoyed your company. Peace out.